Sorting and backstocking at Plato's Closet. This guide covers how to sort incoming clothing that is not in demand after it has been tagged. Determining whether the clothing will go out onto the floor, get stashed for an upcoming event, or go into a backstock bin for the next season is called sorting. Processing the clothing that needs to be backstocked for an event or for a different season is called backstocking. The strategy or goal of this topic is to properly organize and put clothing into the proper place between the time it is tagged and when it will go out to the floor to sell. All items bought in need to be tagged, sorted, and if the item is not in demand, backstocked daily. This should be completed before the crew leaves for the night. Any exceptions need to be communicated to the store manager and crew that are opening the store the following morning. Sorting. Sorting is the process of determining whether the clothing will go out onto the floor, get stashed for an event, or go into a backstock bin. After tagging, determine whether or not this item is in demand or not in demand. In demand means this item should be on the floor because it would absolutely sell right now. Not in demand means the items should not be on our floor because it will sell during a different season. If the item is not in demand, determine whether or not this item should be held for an upcoming event. If this is an event item, it needs to go into the correct event hold bin. If this is not an event item, it needs to be backstocked. Backstocking. Backstocking is the process of putting the clothing that has just been brought in, but is not in demand, into its proper backstock bin. We call the person backstocking the out-of-demand items the backstocker. The backstocker processes all out-of-demand items in the backstocking area. Check with your store manager to find out where the backstocking area is for your location. The backstocking area is where empty backstock bins are labeled by subcategory, waiting for incoming merchandise that is not in demand to be put into them. Once a backstock bin is filled, it will be capped and moved to a location until it is time for the items in that bin to sell. If a backstock bin is full, whether the bin is full when you start, fills up in the middle of sorting, or if it's full at the end of sorting the backstock items, the following needs to be done. Put a dryer sheet into the full bin. Cap it with a lid. Note, no bins should be in the back room without lids on them. Uncapped bins are messy and chaotic. We avoid this. Step 3. Locate the empty hole in the back room or put it in the designated area for an inventory specialist to take it to storage. Step 4. Enter the full bin into Resale AI and add the location in the notes. How to enter a bin into Resale AI. To enter a bin into Resale AI properly, log into Resale AI. Click the Backstock bin logo. Click Add Bin to Backstock and enter the number of the bin you just filled. Note, if you type in the number and it says no empty bins available, you've got a little bit of work to do. No worries, let's do it together. First, you'll need to click Escape. Then you'll need to type the number into the search bar. Once the bin number pops up, click on it, and this will bring up your bin data. Here, we need to make a few adjustments. We're changing this to the floor. Somebody forgot to put it out, no big deal. Once you click Move to Floor and Update, you're all set, and then you can go enter that bin. Now we can pick up where we left off. Go back into Add a Bin and type your bin number in. Type in the category that you're entering. In this case, it's women's heavy outerwear. Enter the date that is on the tag inside the bin on those outerwear pieces, For this one it was July 17th. In the notes, add some specifics. If it's going to help us pull it out later, we want to know that now. And lastly, update your location. Once you click Create, you've added your bin to Resale AI. Now it's time to put that bin in the location that Resale AI knows it's in. Putting the backstock bin in the proper location. You need to locate and retrieve an empty backstock bin to replace the category that you just backstocked. Label that empty bin with the subcategory that you just backstocked. And put the fresh backstock bin back into the home for the next wave of backstock that comes in. If a backstock bin for a category is missing, like you go to put a women's long sleeve in the long sleeve bin, and there is no long sleeve bin, you need to go locate an empty bin, label that bin with the subcategory, and put the missing bin into the hole. Voila! No more missing bin. If you find the wrong subcategory item in a backstock bin, take that incorrect item out of the bin and put it into the correct backstock bin. Again, no big deal, accidents happen, correct it. Let's move on. If you see this happening regularly, it might be time to track down who doesn't quite understand our backstock process and send them back to this video. When you've finished backstocking. Once you've finished sorting all of the not in demand items into their backstock bins, you need to double check that you've properly put away any full bins and that you've replaced any missing bins so the station is set up for the next person who will be sorting the backstock. Once you've cleaned and prepped your area for the next backstocker, that's it. You've taken care of everything you need for this shift. Thanks for watching how to backstock and sort at Plato's Closet.